Sunday. I feel like my bindi pop. Something's changed. Happy new, oh my God, drilling, here I go because I'm like ecstatic. And why is there a balloon? But happy new moon. Okay, so join my new moon money manifestation. All you gotta do is send $10.10 to any of the information in my description box down below. Set it and forget it, and that's it, okay? We have a new moon today, so just know that everything in your life is new. It's a lot of unexpected surprises, but it is going to be a December to remember. So I love that I had channeled the messages. So email me sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. Hey Susan, happy Sunday. Email me sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com for readings, okay? Writings, rituals, whatever you want to do, we can figure it out together. So I'll just give you guys a little bit more time to get in here, because sometimes I think I go so fast. 9 in the chat, baby. Get those thumbs up, okay? So where do I start? And so many downloads. There's a child that has been born here. There's a child that has been born here. Now, I don't know if your person knows, acknowledges, or even it feels like there's a karmic that got pregnant, and yeah, and you may have said this person at that time, like, do you have somebody pregnant? And they're like, no, so you forgot about it, right? But there is an unwanted pregnancy, and not unwanted child, right? We have to be careful how we say certain things, but there is an unwanted pregnancy here. Big energy on somebody having a secret family life, like still wanting to be connected to you in a relationship connection. So I'm in the shower this morning, I'm like, spirit, so why is it that I channel the most toxic of toxic messages on a Sunday? Like, when I tell you guys my messages be so crazy, because you just got to get it out, you know what I'm saying? The emergency room. A lot of these entities, demonic entities, principalities are fleeing out of your life collective. You never will have to go to kindergarten or first grade again. So it's new. It's new. Look for the number 666, confirmation number. It's just a lot of new stuff. It's like shit just changes overnight. Like, things are just, if you're getting called to step away from certain people, places, opportunities, jobs, situations, whatever you're being guided to go away from right now, go away, because you don't want to be in the crossfire. Because what's happening is, so we have a uprising in the collective, right? So what happens when humanity's rising for real, 444? Ooh, a lot of you are really divinely protected, and I don't know what happened to my picture. The moment I started trying to channel this message is the moment YouTube was going crazy. I couldn't put so I just said, you know what, I'm going to start it and do it. You're covered, though. The thing is, while all these things are going around you, you're covered. You may just feel as though you just don't fit in anywhere, like with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers, because you're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I'm really freezing today, too. I don't have the other heat on. All right, so you're not supposed to. So if you guys would know what NPCs are, then if you guys want to Google that after the live, then that's what you're basically surrounding your life, because you're on such a different plane than everyone else that it's hard for you to even see these people. It's hard for them to see you or recognize you. Now, yes, we're in an energy. We're in a season where enemies are going to be revealed, and here, I'm giving you some scissors now, because there's going to be some people that you have to cut out of your life because they can't go with you to the next level. It's like, all right, well, they want to keep doing the same repetitious thing over and over again. Well, okay, that's fine. We're not judging them, right? We don't judge them. They're not on trial. We don't get mad at people for being who they need to be. But I'm pretty sure at some point you got to download, like, hey, this person isn't really supposed to be for me or in my life. And, you know, us being human beings living spiritual experiences, we still want to do what we want to do, because that's what we want to do. So all I'm saying is, in this season, like, if you're really guided away from something or someone or whatever, and if anyone's in here that can look up the number 6464 for me, just stay away. So energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Oh shoot, I left my whole complete tarot bag in the truck, which I just thought I got out. All right, so it's all right. Spirit says leave it there. I did want to write something, and sometimes when I start writing on my live, I can pick up more downloads. But what the hell is this? But okay, so it's so crazy. Every time I do my live, nobody's on the street. You know, my street's pretty busy, but like nobody's here. And then I start my live and somebody pulls up. I kind of just mess up their energy. But anyway, so it's a rise of the collective, right? So what's happening is you won't be allowed to be around people that aren't vibrating high. It's not because they're bad people. Oh, it's a neighbor. It's not because they're bad people. It's not because you still shouldn't love them. You still shouldn't be around them, but because you're elevating and they're not. Now we're gonna say, well, what happens to those people? I don't know. But what I was getting downloads is people that are really, really living a low vibrational karmic life where they just act like they don't give a AF at all. Like clearly I'm telling you the life they're living isn't good, or you see the toxic things you're doing. So, you saw that move by itself. So what's gonna end up happening, and I don't mean to scare anyone, remember, I'm not here to scare you. There's no fear instilled in here, but slowly but surely these people are going to be out of your life. And you're like, well, how? Well, okay, so like some of them are to the point where they're so toxic that they're going to be unalived by things they do themselves. Overdoses, wrecks, okay, I see big things about car accidents, and just natural causes, because these people are like destined to live in low vibration, and there's no room for them on earth anymore in that energy, in that manner. So you think you're going to just be the only one that's 26-year-old sitting in kindergarten and it's going to be okay. By the time you're 10, they're going to be like, sir, you do not belong in kindergarten anymore. But see, they don't understand and they don't get it and they don't care. So they're just going to be returned back to the dark forces in which they belong, because they're going to come collect, right? So when these people are doing bad things and putting out bad energy, we're on the other side of the fence where they live, is where they're like, oh, you want to be demonic and evil? Yes, come join my forces. And really, when I got this download yesterday, I was shocked. I'm like, Spirit, you're saying this to me. But again, as the conscious arise, well, other people will just be out of the picture, out of the equation, and unalive. Like, and it's not because, oh, I want someone to be unalive. It's because they don't learn lessons, right? Where Spirit said, don't go around that person anymore. And then what happens? They get set up. Spirit says, don't go back to that toxic ex, that toxic relationship. And then they go back and then they get an STD they can't get rid of, and they end up in jail for domestics, or they end up on child support, or they end up just in situations where they've already graduated from. That's the issue, is a lot of people that's graduated from certain situations in their life, they keep going back there. There's no room for you in kindergarten as a 26-year-old grown person. It's just, you've moved on. So it's like, I just feel like if you're getting guided to move away from something or someone, do it, because there's a lot of tower moments happening. Now, when I did the past life regression for the twin flame soulmate relationship connection, it was so many things surrounding divine masculine. Now, whatever energy you are in, it's fluid, remember, but it was a lot of energy surrounding divine masculine. Like, you don't get it right this lifetime. They live in tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, on top of living deceitful lives. So it's like, you mean to tell me that you rather live in deceit and basically feed the grim reaper your soul instead of becoming a better person? A lot of these people sold their soul because they don't want to do the work. You don't want to do the work, so you think it'd be better to sell your soul collective. Like, I know that in this season, it's holiday season too, and nobody's safe. Like, your family's even part of these things too. They're entities, they're principalities, they're situations and things there to knock you off your feet and off your course, because where you're going, it's greater blessings and abundance and everything else within your life, and they want to stop that. So the divine's like, cut, before you stop my child, you will be the one to go first. So again, a lot of these situations, especially with these karmic situations, aren't quite unfolding as they thought they were going to be, in reference to like karmics thinking they're with this person or dealing with your person, and no, they don't. Like, they were so gun-ho on, I'm supposed to be with this person, that person, when at the end of the day, the days got to end, they still turned out to be a loser, and they still turned out to not win. So it's like, you did all that competition to still lose the race. Like, you didn't warm up, you didn't exercise, you didn't stretch. And that's the thing, because God's not allowing people just to jump in on the journey where they don't belong. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in where you fit in, baby. So they don't fit in with you, collective. They don't fit in on the rise. They don't fit in your ascension. They don't fit into your elevation. So get right or get left. And I feel like, listen, you're not being mean by choosing you. You're not being mean by not settling for situations, because the divine told me the other day, you absolutely no breadcrumbing. See, people can identify sucker things when they're talking about another people, but when it's them doing that sucker shit, they seem to not know how to identify exactly what they're doing. So your best bet is to let go of people, places, and situations, because this is a December to remember. It gets greater later, but it's like hell is, it's like all hell is getting ready to break loose, because your truth contradicts a lot of the lies these people told. And it may get worse. Like, they may betray you, they may lie on you, they may gang stalk you, hurt you, or try to hurt you, but it will form, but it won't prosper. But it's only because you're elevating and they're not stopping nothing. Like, did all that hating and gossiping and still didn't stop anyone's shine. They still didn't stop these divine connections. They still didn't stop your divine abundance. If anything, the moment these people talk about you and open up their mouth is the moment that your abundance gets greater. Yeah, so it's like you win. No matter what, collective, baby, you still are winning in a season where it's stillness, right? So you're like, all right, Sunshine Goddess, I hear you, I understand, but I feel like nothing's happening. There's no movement with my divine counterpart. Nothing's really happening, because that's a season of stillness. Because after that season, God's preparing you to rest, to get ready, because your blessings are getting ready to come in. Now, when you know you have to work early in the morning, you don't stay out all night. Now, we know we could do that, but you know that you have to get up early in the morning. So it's giving me an energy where the divine's like, I need you to rest, because all the things are getting ready to, you pave the way. You don't think you need to rest? You've done a lot of work in the spiritual world, and they're calling for a period of rest. And I was taken back by that today. On top of the new moon is it's drawing out the energy, because your DNA is upgrading, you're become better, and it's pulling out of the toxicity, the toxic energy around you in your life. And don't be surprised. It's I did a short, but I forgot to upload it. But nobody's safe in this season. So if they're toxic and they're around you, you may feel like they stepped out of your life or they're nowhere around. No, but the divine removed them. It's almost like they didn't leave you. I removed them from your life because they won't be better. And do you really want to go through toxic cycles with someone all of next year, right? So this is a year of 8, 99 right there, and the next year of 9. And last year, I posted on my Facebook a 999 quote. Now, I've been telling y'all all week that this is like a 999 type of energy, because these cycles, do you want to go through toxic cycles all next year? Because listen, whatever toxic you think you want to hold on to, whatever toxic things are happening in your life right now, I'm here to tell you, you'll be stuck in that crazy ass loop next year. Do you want to deal with all that toxic stuff that you dealt with this year? It was a good year. It was a good year to clear your karma, clear your paths. Feels like something's under my. It was a year to clear your karma, clear the path, and make a way for the new you, brand new and improved. And you were not supposed to stay the same, because you grew, you healed, you changed. Some people don't like the new version of you, because it means that they can't manipulate you, they can't lie to you, they can't be deceitful, because and they don't like people that know the truth. That's the thing. If you speak your truth, well, a lot of people don't like that, because their lives contradict your truth. You'll say, no, you don't, or no, you didn't. I know you in real life. You are really not like this. So it's not that you did anything. It's just another cycle of life where spirit and the divine are really closing those doors. Because listen, you're about to come across these divine inheritances, these divine abundance. And you can say, well, nobody passed away and left me money yet, because you don't know yet. Because it hasn't reached you yet. Because one day, someday, somehow, someone's going to contact you and say, oh, well, you were left this estate and it's worth I heard this morning, Spirit told me that you're about to have $1 million. I was like, $1 million? I'm like, am I splitting this up with my collective, or $1 million? So how? I'm like, how? Well, I'm sitting on the side of the bed. I know I work. I know my shift later is not worth $1 million. I mean, it is worth, it's priceless because of what I do, but I'm like $1 million. So sit tight and know that these seasons are changing your life because they have to. Now listen, if you are getting ready to come into a grand large amount of divine abundance, there's people around you that are going to mean you no good when you do come into this amount of money, or even your divine connections. I'm going through the list of spirit, like what the hell just happened overnight in one day? Like what was this grand energy shift? Well, there's certain people and places that can't be around you with your divine abundance. Okay, check. There's certain people and places that can't be around you when you are in your divine connection because something will go wrong. There's something going wrong within their life. Okay, they may be going through hell and high waters, and the divine's like, listen, I know you love them and I know you care and you may be concerned, but you can't be around them because of the shit that they're going through. Okay, so I know, and it's weird, right, to sometimes say, you really want me to step away from my favorite person or someone I've been really good friends with, or that's my mom or that's my sister. But yeah, because they have principalities, they have entities on them that are ready to take you down, and you have to get spiritually strong when you're changing seasons in your life, when you're changing things. It feels like they go away, but God will allow them to return when they're supposed to. So it just changes. And my hands are so dry. This is a really deep message. My hands are so dry. So it's like things are changing, and it's not to hurt you. Okay, so this isn't a season where you're like, oh man, this is terrible, I'm going through this. Listen, you should know better by now. If you've been here with me for 4 years, there's certain things we just know by now in Sunshine Goddess Collective and in your own life. I know you have not been here for 4 years, okay, or however long. People that watch my channel, or even things that I write and post about, it resonates to their soul. So, and again, collective, like, you may be doing something and you hear me say, you girl, you know better, or or like keep your head up and your heart close to God, or integrity or something. But by now we know that the way to peace in life, the way to freedom in life, the way to divine abundance is really being your true self and doing everything that you love and not caring 143 and loving and being in a loving energy and being grateful and being present and being blessed. Okay, so there are some people that are envious of your happiness. Like, why do they deserve to be happy, or what are they doing? And there's some people that just think that you don't deserve what you deserve. Like, why you? And that's something you have to take up with God, because you didn't ask for this chosen life. I know I knew something since I was little, but I didn't know it was this extent, right? Again, so do they have to take that up with God, that envy, that hate, that jealousy, and they can no longer be in your life. And you'll notice that, like, maybe some people expect you to be in reconnect right now. Maybe some people expect you to have been reached out by now, but you don't, because 1, you're guided not to. 2, you don't want to be stuck in that repetitious cycle. And 3, you already graduated kindergarten. Why do you want to be 26 in kindergarten? It's so funny. I don't know where the number 26 came from, but and 2 + 6 is 8, divine abundance. The divine trying to protect you in ways you can't see, right? Because our body picks up on vibrations of certain people, places, and situations before shit happens, right? How many times do you say, something told me? No, it wasn't something. It was your intuition, and you said, bah humbug, I'm going to do whatever, right? So again, just go back to where you originally had these thoughts and ideas, but you say, I'm not bugging, that's my friend, they would never do that. But why'd you get the download? Oh, this person cares about me, they would never be deceptive. But why are you getting the download? You don't get the download for no reason. And that's part of the 111 energy, right? So you may be seeing 111 a lot, or 1111, but it's because you know better. So Spirit's like, your counsel's like, so you knew better and you decided to go against the grain anyway. Okay, so there's nothing they can do as far as showing you that, listen, you've already moved and graduated from this level. It's time to move on. Remember that teddy bear scenario that I always use, when you have this and God's like, hand it over, and you're like, he's like, give it to me, and you're like, no. Whole time he's sitting with something like this, twice the size, double the portion, double the love, double the friendship, double everything that you have felt as though you have lost. Okay, overfloweth. Now I apologize if I offended anyone about that post about I posted on my community board about you leave one man and replaced by 5 other overflow. That was just a joke, but there are people on my collective that are single and do like to date. So if I do put that on there, it's not in specific to mocking God. I just feel like if you're single and you want to date and you let go of a toxic relationship, be prepared for multiple suitors to come in your life, because you're doing the work and they're going to align with you, your core values, and how you feel inside. And it could just some people saying, listen, Sunshine Goddess, I love your readings and I listen to it because they're interesting and I like the magic, but I'm not interested in pursuing a relationship connection right now, and that's okay too. So wherever you are on the journey, wherever you fall in divine masculine, divine feminine, it's still an uprise collective. It's still people that are very karmic and toxic, and there's hurt in these, right? Because we mourn relationships that we had potential and that we wanted, right? And that we did the work, and after you done all you can stand, because what else can you do? Well, you're not going to be out here giving pints of blood to people that don't even appreciate you or text you back. You're not giving kidneys and livers to people that can't return your phone calls and stand you up. You're not going all out for people that showed you that basically you're just not as important as you place them, right? So we're going to go to self-love, is never put anyone higher on a pedestal than you do yourself. And that's what's happening in these karmic situations. Nobody told you to get attached to a man or woman that you knew was already in a relationship or dealing with another man or woman. So in the end, you really do lose, because you fought so hard to be loyal to someone that you already knew was in a relationship, situation, or connection, did everything in their power, and we're going to check that, did everything in their power to stop you. These principalities did everything they can to stop the relationship connection. Some of you probably don't even care about being with this person, but this person is such competition with you that it's like, let's make this fun, let the games begin, gladiators, and they still come out and don't win. At the end of the day, the day's gonna end. They were never supposed to be with that person in that relationship. And now, so let's backtrack. Don't forget, I'll go back to certain things for y'all. If they don't leave those relationships, if they don't leave those connections where God said, now that man or woman is not for you. That's why your stomach hurts every time you go over there. That's why you keep losing all your bets. That's why work's shitty for you, because you keep going around and sleeping with someone that's doing black magic on you. Divine's like, you know what? We're done. Okay, so again, they get tired of trying to protect you and people from things, and you still get protected. But it's like, well, damn, if I tell you that building's burning on fire and you still run in there, how are we supposed to save you? Because it's a self-sabotaging energy. So you got a collective of people that said, hey, listen, I'm learning my lessons in my life and other people's life, and I'm learning that self-sabotaging behavior gets me nowhere, so I'm going to change my life, right? And it could be overnight. It could be where you wake up, you say, you know what, I don't want to feel those ways. I don't want to feel those things. I don't want to deal with those people, because really, when I think about it, they don't make me feel good. Really, when I think about it, they don't bring the best parts out of me. And guess what? It doesn't make them a bad person. You got to stop feeling bad for people that don't even feel bad at the way they treated you. Okay, and that's another thing. Release the regret if you had to walk away from relationships, if you had to walk away from connections because you wasn't giving up blood and you wasn't giving up kidneys. And some of these people, because y'all know my nose is starting to run, some of these people would stay in your life and just take till you're literally left with a pint of blood and a kidney. And that's, how is that going to help you on your divine purpose? How is that going to help you help the community, or maybe somebody who works in the community? How is it going to help you uplift the collective when there's nothing left of yourself? So before the divine allows these people to get you to that level of depletion, they just remove you, and it may hurt in the beginning, and it may feel like this isn't fair. I worked hard for this. I was true. I was honest. I get that, because that's who you are. But it's not that you were asking the wrong things or of the wrong things, because you're deserving in everything that life has to offer at a max capacity of super fulfillment. But you may have been asking it from the wrong person. Like the person you thought would be there to support you, they don't have it in them because they can't give it to you. The man or woman that you really want to be with, and you've done everything you can, and they don't even love themselves. So how do you expect them to love you if they constantly go back to or put themselves in situations? You can tell how people love themselves by the things that they do, right? It's pretty obvious by the foods that they eat, the music that they listen to. Every little thing in life trickles down to the way you love yourself and how you treat yourself. And if you watch close enough, they'll tell you how they will treat you too. You ever ask someone is, I wonder why such and such has a, say you're talking to a friend about another jealous friend, and they just seem to get everything on point about why that friend would be jealous of you. You're like, do you feel that way too? Because you're too on point with some of the ways, because they're hidden enemies. And you don't know and you don't think, but if there's chaos and confusion attached to it, I don't give a damn if it's your mom, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your child, okay? Your best friend of 1,800 years, your husband or wife, anyone that starts to bring chaos or confusion in your life, the enemy has taken over. And you'd say, but this isn't them, and they're not like this. You heard what I just said, right? The principalities, the entities are taking over, and here you come in your light worker self. Hey, I love you, girl, or what you doing, ma? Or and it's not hitting the way it used to, because your light is vibrating higher and higher, right? It ruffles their inner demons. And some people may not even know why they don't like you or know why they can't stand you. And somebody ever said to you, I don't know why I don't like her. Something about her, her vibrant energy, the light within her. You could say, I've done everything I can for that man to be a better person, to help him succeed. I don't know what it is about me that he doesn't like or care. Your light, he hates your light. He doesn't hate you. He doesn't hate the way you make him feel. He hates your light. He hates the fact that you live in your truth and you speak up about it. Because while the karmics let them do whatever they want, however they want, I even picked up energy of a karmic. They don't care if their counterpart sleeps and has a DL lifestyle, as long as they don't go be with other women. I'm like, so hold on, spirit. So let me get this right. A man's in a relationship with another woman, right? And it's because she is interested in same-sex relationships as well. But that doesn't mean they have to share the same entity or principality when it comes to their sexuality. But because she's so in tune with this person and sleeping with him, that's something she speaks over their life, is that, and now this person could have lived that down low lifestyle, right? And they're like, you know what, I'm over this, I'm out of this, nothing comes in this. Now I'm not judging on what's happening here. I'm just talking about the principality. They could say, I don't really want to live this life. You know what I'm saying? I think that I was experimenting. I think I figured out what I want. You see how we are gentle and kind about it. I figured out what I want. I don't want to do this. Well, boom, they start dealing with that person again. And here comes the principalities, because so gung-ho on wanting to keep that person that they'll say, well, you can't go and be with another woman, but you can be with a man. And here they are mustering up magic to keep them away from true love. Meanwhile, they're sitting with this person or living with this person now, or connected to this person, and they really don't want to be there. They wake up one day and they're like, I just don't want to be here, okay? Like, I get it, and there may be children involved, but they're like, every time I'm with you or I'm around you, I start falling into these old habits. These are things that they're thinking to themselves. I start falling into these old habits, these old addictions. Like, I don't live there anymore, because you can't stay in kindergarten at 26 years old. And if they don't move their feet, they've already lost their divine connection. They've already lost their all their divine abundance. It's like, what else is left? And this person literally plays on their energy till they have nothing left. And now they have addictions, and now they're living a down low lifestyle, and now they're manipulating, and now they're lying, and they're just doing everything of such a low vibration, when at some point this person had made a conscious decision to be better. Okay, but if they're constantly around people that don't have good intention for them, constantly sleeping with people that do magic, how can the divine protect you? How? You're staying in low vibration. It's like you running into Stop and Shop and saying, I'm about to rob you guys. I got these big guns right here and I'm not leaving. And call the police. And you stand there and the police are like, well, did you rob the place? You're like, oh, not yet. Watch this. It would never work that way. You would never do those types of things. I just try to come up with things to help you guys, just, simple things, because when you view these situations, you're like, it's not as complicated as they're making it out to be. But if somebody doesn't want to do the work, it's not going to happen. So you don't want to do the work. Well, you're toxic and you deal with the other side. I don't like it's you're either light or you're either dark, and the divine's they've been separating the real from the fake for so long that they're like, oh, so everyone believes that we're not really doing this because y'all really didn't notice. You know what I'm saying? So shit's about to get real. This will be in December to remember. What goes up must come down. Now, some of these people may have thought they got over on you when they did better, and no, they're not. They're living hell in hell. Now, hell is a state of mind because, one, they don't know you were the source of light in their life, right? So it's like, all right, I'm going to just treat this person any kind of way, right? Okay, whatever, right? And then as time goes by, their light seems to get darker. Their life and their light seems to get darker and darker because it's being pulled on by different principalities and low vibrational people that they don't have the equipment to fill them up the way that you do. You might find yourself missing that person or that friendship, and you're like, well, I would never again, or it's because they miss what you have within you that they didn't appreciate. So it's not uncommon to miss someone that's treated you wrong, because remember, you actually were the true. You were being true. That's who you were, you know? And so if you find yourself upset and thinking about ended friendships, ended relationships, ended connections, because somewhere, wherever that person is, they know that they messed up a good thing. And you may be feeling the energy of how they feel. There's a collective of people walking around knowing right now that this day, they could have been with you married and living a really healthy, happy, abundant life, but they chose games instead. They chose lower vibrations instead. So now they get to live the life they deserve. Right? Now they get to, instead of the life that was a blessing and abundant to them, Spirit said, all right, you want to live in poverty and low vibration, and you want to be broke, and you want to sleep with karmics, and you want to participate in all these down low activities and participate in societies and things that don't, for your fulfillment. Okay, you want to dance with the devil? Well, let's go, let's dance. And collective, and you know, they say dance with the devil because you knew all the time who you were dealing with. You knew that. You just hope that maybe one day they'll see, but they didn't. Okay, so now you can see clearly that the storm and that the toxic energy is out your life, and it's part of who you used to be. Okay, so again, new moon downloads for you guys. You don't live there anymore. You're not who you used to be anymore. These happy December 1st on a new moon. I think 1212 is a confirmation number. 1212 and 212 are confirmation for this new moon. So I know 12 is like about determination, and 212 has a lot to do with twin flames, but on your leisure time, on your downtime, those are our numbers for the month. So if you join any of my manifestation for the month of December, 212 is our confirmation. 1212 is a confirmation number that you'll see. But I do feel like, again, with 1212 being a number here, getting the downloads, that some of these people that hurt you just want to have a conversation. And you know why? Not because they feel like they did you wrong. And it's because that, and it's giving me the energy kind of like as Boaz didn't feel right until he made it right with Ruth. These people know that they don't know. They're like, why the hell did I treat this person this way? It's like they wake up one day, they're like, what the f-? Knowing that you didn't deserve a lot of the things that they put you through. And that's who they are, right? We can't be mad at people for who they are. We just know that we don't judge them for who they are either. We just move forward, learn the lesson, and know we're going to first grade. We don't have to go back to kindergarten, okay? So energy to energy, if it resonates. Now, two things this new moon is doing for me. It's making me so sleepy, and I have like a cramp in my neck. I'm like, where the heck did this come from? So I bought the Moonology cards. I bought the Truth or Lie About It vibes. We're gonna do we can do, you guys can decide. Oh, truth, there we go. Lord Facing truth. We're gonna do the truth side about things that are truly happening with the collective, and we're gonna do the lie side, because figuring out, you know, what do these principalities really want out of your life? Okay, Sunshine Goddess crew, email me sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com. So Spirit, we're gonna start the reading with our oh, that's why I wanted my thing, because we need a Bible verse. Okay, hold on guys, let me pull a Bible verse. It's like all my tarot cards are coming out of my room and into my car, slowly but surely. All right, let's see what we got here. Picking out the middle of the deck. Okay, and I say unto you, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find it. Knock and it shall be open to you. Luke 11 verse 9. So there we go right there. We know that there are changes happening because we see the 9/11, and 9 plus 1 plus 1 is 11, creating balance. It's nothing's happening to hurt you guys. I just want you to know that it's just to create balance. So when that divine love comes in, you're ready. When that divine abundance comes in, you're ready. How can you keep asking God for millions and thousands of dollars when you can't even manage your daily paycheck? It doesn't work like that. That's why you feel stuck, because he gives you divine abundance and then you run amok and you go to Chick-fil-A and you're ordering on Shein and you're doing everything but putting money on that light bill that you knew you were supposed to pay because you had a payment arrangement. That's the issue when you feel like, dang, I can't come out of this divine abundance. Yes, we all want to treat ourselves to crab legs or a nice outfit or some new lip or, you know, hair and nails. But if you're not managing the abundance you have already, you're not going to get more. If you're a man and you're like, oh, I can't wait to get my money up because you want to buy money, cars, clothes, and hoes and trick on women and stuff, and you're going to stay, because that's not what you're supposed to be doing with your money. That's not what you do all that, but you don't want to take care of your kids. It doesn't work like that. You do all that, but your mom doesn't have what she needs. You do all that, but you have somebody in your family in need and you don't want to help. God's not going to give you what you don't already appreciate. You have family members that have children and you don't help them, but then again, you keep begging God to have a child. You don't appreciate the family that you have. Okay, so if you take a look at your life and things that you are grateful for and show gratitude to the divine, and you have to be grateful for what you don't have because clearly you don't need it. It's Spirit and the divine say if you don't have it, it's because you don't need it. But if you don't show gratitude for what you already have, you're not going to get any more. It's simple. Life is very simple. It's just that we make it way more complicated than it's supposed to be. Somebody's learning how to clear their throat chakra and speak their truth, because I've noticed the more I talk about somebody communicating and getting their feelings out and saying what they need to say, the less stuffy I get. But I don't know why, for the life of me, why I channel and I get so stuffy right in here. So I keep trying to look that up. I can't really find like the cure for that. I can't. I used to think, what's this? Twin flame. This doesn't even belong in here. Twin flame. Okay. Look at million. I told you. Y'all really about to get $1 million, Spirit. We could split it up. Ooh, did you see that orb? Ooh, did y'all see the 3848? I saw an orb. Okay, 1 in a million. Baby, don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel the chemistry. I won't tell no one. Come and take your place, because the love I give, it can't replace. So no one else loves me like you do. That's why I don't mind to spend my life with you. This is your twin flame. So this could be a message from your twin flame. That's why I don't mind to spend my life with you. I want to please you in any way I can. I want to share my world. Don't you understand? Your love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. You and this person that's your twin flame, I feel like you guys are 1 million years old, right? I keep trying to ask the divine, how old is Sunshine Goddess really? How old? I keep asking him, and I was like, from the download that I got, like 1500 years old. I said, damn. Sunshine Goddess says she's up there in age, but again, you know, using me as a vessel to come through and channel these messages for you guys. So this is your twin flame. You are getting $1 million, however it looks. See, I told you, I kept saying $1 million. I asked the divine 900 times and said, so you're telling me I'm about to get $1 million. It'll work for me. Energy's energy. If it resonates, your divine abundance is protected. Okay, so you have elevated so high, and you have elevated so high in your life that little bullshit kitchen magic, it doesn't touch you. You can't be touched. You are and you're living in your high vibrational self. You're doing everything you're supposed to do, but somebody is playing around. The side piece is a liar. Best to knock this pawn right off the board. Chess, not checkers, baby. And we already did that. But again, you're I forgot what I was going to say, because that threw me out. Because I'm telling you, somebody dealt with a third party situation that was so effing toxic and such a liar. And that's why they're going to set them up, because they're psychotic. They don't know what they're doing. But when you, and I said this months ago, I said, yeah, keep playing games with people. You don't know who they got on their side. You don't know who they have in their life. Like, you know, some of these karmics have friends that know these divine masculines that find out information on them, and they're using them as a deploy and a plot. You know what I'm saying? Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. So say this divine masculine is friends with someone. right? And they don't know that that karmic is friends with them and attached to them too. That's how they're going to end up setting up this divine masculine. It's almost like you're bringing up someone, or, you know, I don't know how this energy is being brought up, but again, this masculine energy is it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just be careful what you do here. Let's get on with the reading, because these downloads are coming in 100 miles an hour and they're exhausting me, because thank you, hot and all that. Energy's energy, if it resonates. So the first one we have out, so this is a truth your twin flame wants to tell you. Okay, the truth is bills can't pay themselves and he's working hard for his money. Okay, so this person's telling you, like, listen, I've been putting a lot of work in when it comes to my abundance, and they've been working a lot. So if somebody was, you weren't sure if somebody was working a lot, and somebody has a shirt that says time will tell, that's walking. This guy's a sweatshirt, so time will tell. Time will reveal, time will tell, you know, about their divine abundance or the money that they have within their life. All right, so let's clarify another truth energy. Truth. Their love is true and real. It doesn't get any better than this. So I feel like that's how they feel about you too as well. Very love, very true, very real. This is your twin flame coming in with some energy for you. I love that. I love that. It's starting at 55 in the chat. Get those thumbs up, guys. All right, so let's see. One more truth. 2 came out. So Spirit said, actually, you're doing 4. And I say, okay. They have a healthy sexual appetite. Okay. And truth is, they understand their boundaries and they respect people's space. So this could be your energy or your twin flames energy that close. All right. So so I just really feel like this is more of your energy and how your twin flame feels towards you. They think you're very honest, but I just too feel like this is what they want to be. Okay, so if they're not in these energy, this is what they want to be. But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad now that I want to leave. 555 right in front of me. He's crying her heart to me. How could you let this be? And I just need time to see. Spirit, clarify bills can't pay themselves. This person's hardworking energy. Spirit, clarify this. This deck doesn't want to say where they're like, girl, you know what this means. Do a Page of Pentacles. Okay, so good news in earthly matters. So somebody's got a job. It's the light. We're talking about the light, and then we're going to talk about the dark after. So somebody's getting a job. Somebody's twin flame is working on themselves. Good news in earthly matters. Solid new beginning, setting goals. Okay, increasing their income and really working for what they want. And it could be this union. Spirit, clarify their love is true and real. It could get any better than this. Light at the end of the tunnel. 9 of Swords in reverse. Boaz and 9. So they want to make it right with you is what I'm hearing. Is somebody wants to make it right with you because they used to be in this fear and anxiety, but now they're realizing your love is as true as it. It doesn't get any better than the love that you give them. Okay, and I really, really love this, Spirit. Okay, so they have a healthy sexual appetite. Spirit, let's clarify this energy and them having a sex. All right, don't pick that one. If somebody did sex magic on them, somebody has done sex magic on your person. All right, Spirit, clarify this. They have a sex. Okay, judgment. We'll take this one first. Judgment, self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, composure, homesick. This person realizing that sleeping around with everyone else gets them nowhere. So they don't like that, or they were dealing with third-party situations. They want to talk about open relationships. Okay, the karmic's like, all right, well, then we're for open relationship. I'm going to go sleep with other people too. And they don't like that. Or even the thought of you, collective, going to sleep with someone else. They don't like that. No, it drives them crazy. Somebody is just sick by the fact of somebody even touching you. Okay. They understand people's boundaries and respect people's space with the Sun card. Okay, so again, I really feel like it did come out in reverse. Lack of enthusiastic, sadness, unrealistic expectations, because they don't like the boundaries that you put up with them. That's what they're saying. Missed opportunity, out of your depth. See how it came out, all this positive energy, but the moment you say do the work, they're like, nope, I can't. I don't want to. All right. Energy's energy. If it resonates. All right, Spirit, let's talk about some vibe about it. Lie. They say they want a baby with you. They're just wasting your time and effing with your mind. So they may have told this karmic but guess what? The karmic dealt with them or wanted to get pregnant by them because they thought he had money, and now you don't get shit. And now they're upset about that because did you want the baby or did you want the money? Tell the truth. I saw that orb come out too. Did you want the baby or the money? 44:10 on the clock. Did you want the baby or did you want the money? Because they wanted the money. The truth is, yeah, in the heat of the moment, being intimate with someone, you might say you want a baby, but that's just the heat of the moment. I feel like this person's learning not to run their mouth, especially when they're intimate with people. I saw that 8 of Swords try to come out in their sexually healthy appetite, but even somebody even possibly dealing with erectile dysfunction because you're using it with the wrong people. That wand's not going to work because it's just, I don't know, I'm getting like a gross energy. Like somebody just did too much and the divine's like, you know, they were supposed to use their sexual energy to manifest and they use it to do everything. D for deceitful. That D is very deceitful. Okay, Spirit, let's clear some more lies about light at the end of the tunnel and their love is true and real. It doesn't get any better than this when it comes to a lie. Okay, let's see what the lie is. They got a long list of criminal offenses. You need to do a full background check. If some of you found out exactly some of the offenses these people created or did, you wouldn't want to be there. So do you want to be with someone that's locked up? They won't let them out. Somebody's going to jail too. Do you want that? You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. So like this person's heading to jail. So that's why their divine's like, nope, you can't, because like besides some of them being unalive, besides some of them being in total debt, like they're going to jail. Do you want to deal with somebody that's in jail? I mean, you can. I'm not judging, but like that's not the healthiest for you. Remember, we're trying to figure out the healthiest way for you to fulfill all your desires, to get your manifestations, to just be healthy and healed. Them being in jail, well, especially with the 9 of Swords, this looks like a jail cell. Somebody's worried at night the police is about to come get them, because they are. You think you're going to commit crimes and get away with it over and over and over and over and over again. And maybe that's why they don't come forward, because they know that they have some shit in their life where they may possibly go to jail. And maybe even embarrassed to tell you that there's a pending case in their life that they can possibly go to jail. Okay, so Spirit, let's clarify this. They have a healthy sexual appetite. Let's clarify this energy here. And they keep, it's so funny. Now, why all the lies falling down on the side? Why are the lies trying to fall down? Because they run from their truth. All right, lie. They promise to leave their karmic. Sorry, boo, they're never going to happen. They love to string you along on judgment and have a sexual appetite. So they're facing judgment for even stringing you along and keeping these karmic situations, or stringing the karmic along. But we do know they have a healthy sexual appetite. Okay, well, that wasn't the issue here. The issue was spreading yourself thin amongst other people, and the divine's like, oh, okay, well, you're getting judged for that too. So it's like, if they try to keep you and have the karmic and third parties, well, they're facing judgment for that. It's like, how do they not see their self? Even in my reading, they try to be slick, and no, it doesn't happen like that. I am the oil can, baby. Nothing gets past me. So again, facing judgment for stringing you along. Knowing that maybe they didn't want a relationship. Okay, maybe they didn't want to be with you, but they love the way that you love them. They loved your light. You made them feel good. Who you are was kind of what they needed in their life and what they wish they could be. But what better than to keep you around, because you're not giving them blood and you're not giving them kidneys. So I would just let that thing go. Okay, energy's energy. If it resonates. Spirit, clarify the lack of enthusiasm. This, and what's so weird about this is, how could somebody be mad at you for boundaries? And that's what's wrong with this energy right here. They're mad at you for having healthy boundaries. Okay, they understand their boundaries and respect people's space. Maybe you respect their space. Maybe you respect their boundaries, but it's giving me here that they don't, because they're mad about it. Miscarriages, stillbirths, and abortion. So those karmics that wanted to really get pregnant by them, you're bringing a karmic child that's not going to make it. Okay, so that karmic child, and I had listened to something last night, and it just made so much sense, because some of these children are like, hell no, I know we said we could. They're like looking at the portal, they're like, I'm not going down there. I do not want to be with those people. They've decided to opt out of it. So say there were pregnancies, a lot of them resulted in terminations of the pregnancy, however it was supposed to be. And I really feel that strongly about myself, about my pregnancy, that I had a miscarriage last year, that was not supposed to be. That was just, I fought and argued with God and the divine about that. I'm like not sure if this is what I really want to do. And I think they're like, they're like, you're not. Here comes a dream I have, and then 2 weeks later, that pregnancy was terminated by a miscarriage. So they're serious about that, and I'm living proof. I'm like, you last night I was like, God, you should have really just said that. You know what I'm saying? But my heart desired to have a child. I don't know. It was just in this energy of really wanting a kid so bad. I have no idea why. I could have felt my spirit baby wanting to come, but the person that I was supposed to have this child with wasn't the ideal pair, and it probably wasn't even in my soul contract. So it's hard, it's sad sometimes, but I honor the divine knows what they're doing. So spirit, clarify this lack of enthusiastic and your boundaries. They don't regret walking away from you. It's time to move on from them and live your life. So again, you know, this person, it's just picking up energy like they never really wanted to get right or do right by you. You may have, but they didn't. Let's see what we got here. All right, spirit, one more truth and one more lie. One more truth, spirit, and then we'll do one more lie, and then we'll clarify with some moonology. Like, you just got to be careful, guys. Everyone that's around you or in your life isn't for your best interest. They just like the light that you have. Okay, so let's do a truth. All right, spirit said close these ones because they're coming out upside down. Always these top ones. All right, do paternity test is coming out too. There is just I don't think you guys want to be involved with someone that, imagine you being involved with someone, they have karmics, and then in 2 or 3 years later you found out they had a kid too, and like, you want to deal with that? That is just, it seems like this is just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of toxic. All right, so here's the truth. He's telling you the truth about sexuality and preferences. You don't need to pull out the lie detector, okay? And on the other side is, he's got some undercover download tendencies. Watch the eyes. So whichever resonates, you know what I'm saying? Whichever resonates. Spirit, clarify one more truth and one more lie. I talked about that sexuality because I can feel it. I know what it feels like. All right, truth. They may have some anger issues, but they won't end up resorting to violence. They're more of a lover than a fighter. Something is about to pop off, even if they promise there will be no violence involved. And I said that too, just confirming what I'm saying. Okay, so I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Spirit, how does this person feel knowing that, you know, that they may have hurt someone in the past? Like, how do they feel about the way that they made my collective feel? Guidance, thunderbolt, and fighting, because I don't feel like this person really wanted to be that way with you. I feel like they just didn't have enough strength, inner strength. I just feel like they didn't have enough courage. And now they're self-fighting themselves because you're who they really want to be with. Thank you, She's Goddess. You see the consciously inner conflict up there, and fighting with these low vibrational people. It's no happiness there. So the karmics that just wanted to get your person and be with them, and there's no it's no happiness there. The moment you need to do a love spell on a man or a woman to make them be with you is a moment that you should know you should be moving on. You do not need to do love spells to your twin flame or soulmate, but they're dealing with someone that's causing a lot of conflict and confusion, not only within themselves, but in their life and people around them. Okay, so how do they feel? They feel like they're guided towards you, but it's causing massive terror moments within their life. These people are in the nude. So yeah, they do go to other people and they try to sleep with other people and they try to be with other people, because why can't they just stop thinking about you? This why. Because it's ordained. You're 666 right there. I told you, confirmation number, because it is ordained. This is what they prayed for, right? I want an amazing man or woman in my life that's honest, that's truthful, that's intelligent, that's going to be there for me. And the moment you showed up, they return it back to sender because they see something else over there. It looks a little bit shiny. It might be a little more fashionista. Oh, I see a bigger butt and bigger boobs, and all that is just a effing illusion. And don't forget when you're tested the most, when you're about to elevate. And this is like, I'm like, Spirit, so You're telling me, and I told you guys, I've been watching people around me to see who's really elevating within their life on an energetic level. I don't care if I don't talk to someone for 5 months. Once you're in my energy and I know you, and I've pulled cards on you, or we've exchanged energy, I'm there. It's there. It's never gonna go away. Okay, it's like it's there. Okay, so again, you're just graduating out of my class of kindergarten. So again, I just feel like the person's so guided for you, guided towards you, and look how the spirit guides pulling them, and they're looking back like, I don't know, I'm not sure, and spirit's like, you asked for this. But they're watching the fight, so they're watching their life go downhill as they, how do they feel, spirit? They feel like their life is going downhill as they stay in these situations, you know. And it's like, why are you letting the enemy use you? You've got to know better by now, but they don't care to know better. That's the thing. It's like, if you knew better, you do better. But when you don't care to do better, it's like, well, okay, we'll deal. I don't know. Like, guess this is the toxic that you want. Toxic is as toxic does. Spirit, clarify my collective as they move on from these situations and things in their life. Like, clarify some of their energy. Breakthrough. That's what you need to do. Walk away from people, places, and things that don't serve you. Fell out right on divine guidance. See how you say, all right, Sunshine Goddess, like, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I understand that this person's not for me. I understand that, you know, it may be some hurt. I also understand that I've done everything that I can, and what's in store for me is a breakthrough. You're breaking down barriers, you're breaking down walls, you're clearing generational generational chains and curses. See, this guy drove by me, he's so low original, I couldn't think of what I was saying. Rode his bike. You're breaking generational chains and curses. You're breaking out of things that other people, you're making a path. You're the new ancestor. You get the breakthroughs. Spirit, clarify this thunderbolt energy. And you know, some of them feel as though they're making the wrong decision. Should they move on? What should they do? Hold back. Keep going. But you see all these golds and riches, and that lady looks like a zombie. You want someone coming to steal your financial abundance and all your crystals and all your joy, because this has already happened in a past lifetime. You allowed your masculine feminine energy to stay in your life. They didn't do right by you. They started doing magic on you. They started taking your abundance, all your gold, all your jewelry, all your gemstones, and now it's a toxic situation. Spirit's like, before we have to go back down that road, Sunshine Goddess, they've got to hold back and get away. We teach people how to treat us, right? And sometimes it's too long, because sometimes people know what they're doing, they don't care to treat you better, right? So it's like, all right, well, you gotta throw in the towel. Doesn't make you a failure, doesn't make you any less worthy of a desiring relationship connection, but just not with this person. Like, you were never asking for the wrong things, you were just asking the wrong person. And I get it. You're like, well, God gave me, listen, y'all know I live the same life you live, right? I go through the same things on my journey. I promise you. I'm like, I listen to my readings, or I go back, I'm like, I should have knew that. You know what I'm saying? Because after a channel, I don't know. I don't remember. Some things I can remember if I do your readings a lot, or if something resonates or I get a download, but I never remember what I say after I hang up with you. I'm done. And I used to go back and watch my videos. I don't do that, but sometimes I started doing that again, just to hear and get it, you know, just keep myself in tune from what, you know, the information I give. So Spirit, clarify this fighting energy when it comes to my collective. Ripeness. So one may say, after you've walked away and you've done the healing and you're okay, this person may want to return to your life. Now that's on you. But all I have to tell you is, will they be ready? Steady. Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at number 9. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Cold, fresh air. Feel the melody that's in the air. Oh, yeah. I'm bound to look around. Oh, what's going down? However do you want it? Divine's like, however do you want it? However do you need? It's like the Divine's like, well, this is what you wanted, right? And they feel guilty. And they feel upset. And see all the hands, because it's like they have so many people pulling on their 7-7 right there. They have so many people telling them what to do, how to do it, where to do it, when to do it, why to do it. They're just not focused on their own life, and they can't be, and feeling guilty on top of it. And also the magic the karmic's doing on their mind magic, manipulating them. you know, manipulating them, manipulating, causing that chaotic energy within their life, causing that confusion, doing mind magic to this person. Whew. If I knew someone was doing magic to me, I just wouldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? I just would stay away. But they like sleeping with people that do magic on them, right? That's what I said in the beginning of the reading. The tarot cards are here to confirm entertainment purposes only, but y'all heard the download in the beginning. Energy's energy. If it resonates, Spirit, clarify this breakthrough and the guidance change. So you're being guided to walk away, stay put, or make a move. Whatever you're doing, it's because there's changes. Just hold on. We're going home. Going home. You have to have the courage. You have to have the courage to see it through. You have to have the courage to keep moving forward after you felt like, you know, after you've done all you can. You just got to keep going, collective. God is not going to, if he takes away this chapstick, just know he's about to give you this big bottle of ginger ale. So fear not. Hear ye. All the blessings are coming bestowed upon you. All right, Spirit, clarify this moonology energy when it comes to this connection, this person, this energy, this principality, this twin flame, what is this? What's this toxic energy that's got to go? Okay, time to breathe out. Yeah, the divine saying, listen, you did enough. You got to worry about your own journey. You can't keep coming in trying to, you know, and be careful someone's karma you interrupt. Somebody hurt you and all of a sudden they're calling you, telling you they need money. You didn't care about that when you hurt me. You weren't asking for that. You were so gung-ho on staying the course of not being a good person with me, and now you need me. That's always like that. They're going to need you before you need them. But just time to breathe out. Remember, make them stand on their boundaries. Make them stand on the way they treated you. Make them stand on what they wanted. If they say they don't want a relationship and you say, well, I don't want to sleep with you anymore if we're not in a relationship, and then you turn around and sleep with them, they already don't respect your boundaries. If you tell them, I don't want you calling me or talking to me after 8 o'clock at night, and then they call you after 10 o'clock at night, and they call you at 10:30 and you chat it up, well, you've already let them overstep that boundary. And the more boundaries you let someone overstep, the less they will respect you. It is what it is. Energy's energy. If it resonates, but if you know better, you can do better, and then you don't have to allow people to treat you that way within your life anymore. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Okay, communication is key. Gemini energy. First sign that comes out is Gemini. So I do feel like the divine's sending you messages. Somebody may be a Gemini or have a Gemini in their life, or their Gemini may be a twin flame, whatever the case may be. But this Gemini definitely wants to communicate. And I didn't want to be like astrologically biased and be like, that sounds like someone with a sign where it's like two-faced energy. But we know Gemini has the good side and the bad side. So take your pick. Energy's energy. If it resonates. But it's like they have a sleep side and they have an awoken side. You were sent their life for the awakened side. Now, we know how they can be if they want to stay in light, right? But we also know how bad it could be if they want to be in dark too. But what Spirit is guiding you to do is communicate more for your own good, for your own sake, for your own safety, I'm hearing as well. So if you don't like it, you don't have to like it. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go. Nobody's going to force you. You can say no at any time. And if it doesn't serve your life, you can walk away. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, so a lot of these people are realizing that, hey, all I had to do was communicate with Sunshine Goddess Collective. Again, I'm telling you, you weren't asking for a lot. You were just asking for the wrong person. You were in the right place, and you were guided to be in the right place, and God ordained you in the right place for the right person, but they didn't want to do right. And that doesn't mean that, you know, I really felt like in the beginning of these journeys, like if we don't do what we're supposed to do with our twin flame, 555, or for the twin flame, that we miss out. But you really don't. It's their journey's their journey, your journey, your journey. It's just a journey back to yourself together. And that's a great space to share with someone, that someone's so confident within themselves that you can actually be in a relationship. But if you're very confident and someone's very insecure, that's where the jealousy and the envy and them saying, F this person, I'm gonna hurt them because that's what I want to do, because I'm her, and hurt people and they're too happy for me, so let me do something to unhappy them. And that's what you're like, what the hell? That don't even make no sense, because most of these things don't. Energy's energy. Because if they were really happy and they really cared about you, the way that you want them to, and sometimes what we do is we project the way we feel and the way we care onto other people, and realizing they never treated us that way, and that it was us that really made the relationship connection special. Because what did they really do to deserve all this specialness and importance in your life? And that's another lesson, is never make anyone more important or treat them more special than they treat you, because in the end, we all don't win. Okay, so in the end, you may have lost yourself. You know, a lot of people go through really hard times when they leave these relationships, these connections. And maybe some of you say, you know what, Sunshine Goddess, I took my time. You know, I may have physically still been there, but mentally I left a long time ago. And so it's almost like some of these people don't even understand that their time's been up with you, but they just like wade in the water. They just, you're not feeding them any energy. They're just, but okay, like flies fly around the trash all day. Like, okay, like that's what happens when you're trash. You just, flies fly around, and like, you know what I'm saying, not calling you trash, but that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they may still want to be in your life partially or in and out, but if they can't be the full extent of who they were, don't you dare feed them anything. Let it starve. That's the best way to end situations, is to starve it to death. And sometimes it may seem rude, but sometimes people don't get the hint. You don't want to give me what I want, but you won't leave me alone either. So I'm just going to let you do what you do. And eventually, hopefully they'll go away one day, or eventually they'll say, I'll be right or be a better person. But none of that is your concern. Your concern is you, your life, and becoming better and getting everything that you desire. Spirit, clarify this ripeness and fighting, because I just feel like it's so crazy how somebody could have had an amazing, abundant life for themselves right now, and they chose out of that. They chose different, and now they're like stuck in this bullshit ass life. Like, that's what they really wanted. Show the world the real you, the full moon energy. So again, the last full Taurus moon was becoming yourself, becoming your best self. And I feel like an Aquarius season's next month. So, I mean, I'm sorry, we have Capricorn and then Aquarius. So this is new year energy that, you know, some of you are going to really step into your fullest potential and be who you really need to be. No more hiding behind the background, no more hiding behind the shadows. You know, I could attest to that. I really minimize a lot of the things I say and post in my Facebook with my regular community of people, because everyone just thinks Sunshine Goddess is like scary or weird or magical, or it's a false, or it's a hoax, or I don't really know, but they do everything but try to support me the right way. Even my family, even some of my friends, everyone just is so afraid to support me because what I do is so different, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care, because here I am with y'all, and I'm making a difference, and I'm doing readings, and I'm making a difference. So because they can't see it, because it's not like a physical report card that God says, here, this is how Catherine's doing, or this is how Sunshine's doing, they don't want to believe it. And that's okay. You think I've been past that. God said, deliver the message, forget the likes. I know they see it. I can feel the changes. I can see the changes in their own life, but God forbid, because people talk bad things about you, and they can't publicly acknowledge that they know what you do. They can't publicly acknowledge that you are the truth, because it would contradict the lies that they've already told. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Let's do top of the deck. We got a win-win outcome. I told you guys, you're not losing much of nothing, because if anything, you're gaining that more and better. So these people that didn't do right by you, and don't say, oh, I can't wait to be with someone so I could show them off in front, because it's going to take longer. Right? You want to be with someone because that's what you want to be with, and you're worthy of love, and you have love to give, not to show off how somebody can treat you better than the last person that you've been with, because you're right there, my friend, are going in with the wrong intentions already. Okay, energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Be you and be true, and forget what they do. You know, it's not your fault that people don't want to grow. It's not your fault that people want to live in delusions. It's not your fault that people want to live lies, and it's also not your fault that they don't have the courage to be who they want to be. Some people do, some people don't, but if they don't, you don't have to stick around. And it's like, if it's sent from God, you wouldn't be crying about it, you wouldn't feel confusion, you wouldn't be upset about it. You know, that's how you know. That's how you really know, is like if something's sent from you, the way that it makes you feel. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Let's get some archangel message for you guys, and then I'm going to go cook dinner, before work. All right, Archangel messages and Lady Isis as well. Drunk. Somebody drinks a lot and they just think about you, and then they drink more so they don't think about you, and then they're like so drunk, 212 right there on the car, and they're like so drunk and they can't stop thinking about you. Be a better person. Maybe you kick someone out of your life because their addictions, their alcoholism is really, really bad, and they're having a hard time. But you told them, like, listen, you have to be better, or you can't be like this, or whatever it was. Or somebody's drinks a lot because they just can't be with you, and they settle for situations where there's no love, and they're like, oh, I'm doing it for the kids. The whole time the kids see that you don't even love their other parent. I've learned you can't do it for the kids. You got to do it for yourself. You got to really make sure you're happy, because if you're really doing it for your kids, you know, some of the things I used to do for my kids, when I tell them now, they're like, why would you do that for us? We know that's, you know, you see what I'm saying? So you can't do it for the kids. You got to do it for yourself, because if you're doing it for the kids, that means it's not going to make you happy, right? Of course, everyone wants to see their kids happy and do what's best for them and the right thing, but God would never want you to be unhappy so your kids could be, want you to be unfulfilled and unhappy so you can make your kids happy, because if you're not happy, your kids aren't going to be happy. I just did a video with my son the other day on Thanksgiving, and I was just over analyzing the video, and I noticed that every face I made in our video, it was fun, right? If you go check Divine Empress 333, it's my last video posted on my Instagram, and my information's down below. But when I was happy, smiling, dancing, Jordan was happy, smiling. When I started getting serious dancing, he started getting serious dancing. When I started getting silly, goofy, he did. So you may think you're doing this for the kids, but you think they don't see you unhappy, walking around unhappy all day in your feels, versus when you're not in that situation or around that person, when you're much better off. So bullshit that you do anything for your kids. You do it because you get more benefit out of thinking you're doing it for your kids, when you're still not happy, when you're still going to go cheat on the mom or the dad, when they're still going to see toxic behavior, when they're still arguing, they're still fighting, and it's not true love. You want your kids to grow up in a household with two parents with no true love. So you want them to see you be toxic roommates. I'm just trying to figure this out, you know what I'm saying? Because it's an energy, you're, well, I'm doing it for the kids. No, you're doing it for yourself, and it's some type of manipulation energy that goes along with that. Okay, so Spirit, clarify some of these on top of living that down low lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Kids are really intuitive and they're smart, so you think they don't know? Okay, 6 of Raphael, speaking of children, okay? Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. That's the other thing. A lot of you are dealing with grown kids. They have a grown body, but they're still kids on the inside. Saw that orb? It doesn't matter how old they are. You know, and when I was younger, you said people, when they get older, they just are older with children mindset, children mentality. So you want to be stuck with someone that acts like a kid? When you already have kids, so you're going to be raising them and your kids, like it's never was supposed to be like that. So again, these people leaving your life, or they may be triggering some type of unhealed energy you have within yourself, your trauma, but you separating yourself from them, you'll really see where the trauma comes from. It's because they trigger your trauma, abandoning you. If you have abandonment issues as kids, why do you keep ghosting someone? That doesn't even make no sense. Like someone saying, hey, I have issues with people leaving my life abruptly or in and out, and they'll purposely ghost you because they don't care. Because it makes them, part of them feels better when they do things to hurt you, because that's their low vibrational self, because hurt people hurt people. We're not judging them. We're just saying, like, you're making some really bad choices. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Spirit, clarify some more of this energy for the collective. Leap of faith. Okay, believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. Not them, not other people. If you like wearing orange and red, wear it. Okay, just because someone says it looks ugly or doesn't match, that's what you want, right? The divine blesses you for doing what you want. Okay, if somebody tells you, I do not like that hairstyle or something on you, that doesn't mean you stop wearing it. Who cares? Their opinion is their opinion. Doing anything besides maybe making you feel any type of way. It's not changing the hairstyle. You could say 100 times, I don't like the hair. It's not going to change. It's going to be that same hairstyle, and that is what it is. So God's asking you, the divine, look at nature, just pass by, to do what's best for you, and to take the leap of faith and what you want to do. Like, the risk is a reward, right? the challenge, the mistakes happen, but you've learned a lot of lessons. So they're like, you know, Mercury retrograde isn't that hard for people that learned a lot of lessons. If you did the work, Mercury retrograde, all right, it might like do something with your cell phone, a little glitch in the matrix, but you've learned enough that it's not going to be crazy. Some exes may return, but you come on now, y'all know better than to even deal. But on the other hand, some of these people, they just constantly allow low vibe. Like, what are you doing with someone that showed you 15 years ago that they don't want to be with you? That don't make no sense. Energy's energy. If it just for them to come back 15 years later with the same BS. You guys be surprised at some of these people in this world. And that's how you know, like, they're getting, God's separating the real from the fake. And wherever you land and whatever energy you've been putting out is where you shall stay. And it's not like, oh, I could clean up my life right now. No, you got to do it and you got to prove it. You can't think, oh, I'm going to be better and like kind of be better for 1 second and then next week. No, you got to do it. You got to prove it and you got to stay on the path. You know how many people I see on my social media posting about spirituality and divine feminine? They don't even, I look at them like, y'all nowhere near close, but okay. Like, if it's a trend and it feels good, okay, but like, you really got to do the work. I can tell by the way you post, you're not doing the work. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates, okay? Which I really love this. Queen of Ariel. Nurture yourself and those you love, okay? The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. And here you are in your divine royalty energy, collective, and you're really getting ready to step into an energy. Some of you are really divine royalty, emperors and empresses, long lost in your bloodline, and the divine's like, it's time for you to step into that. This is the December to remember. It's really no more lessons. You have more blessings coming to you than anything else. And I keep saying your crown may tilt, but it never falls. You know what I'm saying? Just push it back up, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Fix it up right and keep on going. Emperor energy. There we go. Empress, Emperor energy. Coming for you, collective. Mature, practical, generous, happy. That's the energy that you're embodying, right? And people that don't like that are mad because you're happy, well, get away from them, okay? Stability and efficiency. Taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. So whatever you decide in your life, whatever you decide to do, just know that you're cared for, guided, and you have a lot of blessings bestowed upon you. It doesn't matter. What do we have over here? Visiting your dreams. So your dreams may be significant and more pronounced. So I've been dreaming, but I can't see, like, I could see in the dream a little bit, but like I really can't. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's the weirdest thing ever. I'm like, Spirit, like these dreams, it's like I have a cloud in my eyes. I could see, I can identify people in my dreams by the way that they feel. Like if someone I've been friends with before, I'd be like, oh, that's you, such and such, even if I can't see. But I just haven't been able to see. So I just think that the divine just holding something for me not to see. It's almost like I have like clouds on my eyes. Like I could feel it. I'm going. And I do remember the other dream. I had a dream. I was talking to someone. They were talking on the phone. And I was like, aren't they dead? That's all I can remember from that one dream. And I was like, that was weird. Divine destiny, baby. Divine destiny. Because y'all, we going. Because us, Sunshine Goddess Collective, we are all going to the same place. We are uprising. We are an uprising, abundant, blessed, chosen collective. I can't stress that enough. If you've been here from the beginning, y'all know what I always say is we've been, since day one, we have been promised divine abundance and divine royalty from day one. Loyalty is royalty. Keep your head up and your heart close to God. Integrity, self-love. We've been preaching that for 4 years. That's what it's really about. Yes, I would love to get you with the love of your life. Yes, I would love to give you divine messages about being with someone, but I really want to get you back home to yourself so you then can venture off and like choose. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why don't be surprised if you have more than one true divine being coming into your life. Yes, if you're a person, if you're a twin flame, just can't get it right, we're not judging them. They're not on trial with us. They're on trial with the divine. We have nothing to do with that, okay? So like, don't take that on. But it's an overflow of people that want to be with you. It is. You know what I'm saying? Some people speak up. Some people don't. Some people just watch from afar because they're intimidated and they're afraid and they don't feel like they have the courage. Some people may have stepped to you and you're like, no, you know, but it's okay. We don't judge them for having the confidence, you know what I'm saying? But truly you will be divine. You will be matched with your true divine partner. And this is just our confirmation with divine destiny. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates, I love you guys. Happy Sunday. All right, so let's look up divine destiny. Let's see. Divine guardian, divine destiny. All right, spiritual work of the higher initiate. The divine warrior guides you to your divine destiny. The divine warrior energy exists within men and women as the inner propulsion to continue with a worthy path even during difficult times. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be more wisdom, it might be more focus, it might be more intelligence and surrendering to the divine. The warrior within you has a great inner resourcefulness and determination. This part will lead you to spiritual success. It's because you believe in you. And these people can't shape or shift you out of being true to you. No matter what they do, no matter who they are, they can't break you. They didn't make you, so they can't break you. And that's what a lot of people are having a hard time with, because you should have failed right by now. How are you keep going? Oh, they must be sleeping their way to the top. This is fake. I don't believe in this. Whole time you're living an abundant ass life and everyone can figure out, like, what are you doing? How is this happening? Godfidence, believing in yourself, believing in you, walking away from situations, leaving situations and people and places that don't serve you, that's not going to get to your divine destiny, that don't make you feel good, that don't fulfill you, that don't encourage you, that don't uplift you. Why do you want to be around people that don't support you in your life? Because what, you've been friends for 20 years? Well, now you know your friend of 20 years doesn't support your life, or what you do, or your calling, or your purpose. You're not who you used to be, so you got to stop expecting people to show up how they used to be. They see your changes. They don't want to acknowledge them. They may not want to embrace them, but that doesn't stop you, because the warrior within you doesn't. They don't know all that you've been through to get where you've gotten. They don't know all the demons you slayed. They don't know all the nightmares that you went to make your dreams a reality. So how dare they have a say in your divine destiny? And some of these people want to swap destinies with you, thinking you got it so easy, not knowing all the shit you had to get through to get where you are today. I love you guys, Sunshine Guys crew. No one is you, and that is your superpower. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Let's get our closing Bible verse. Breathe, my brother, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Okay, so what you have is inside of you. It can't be bought, it can't be purchased, and they damn sure can't borrow it. Okay, so I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew, and what God has for you will always be for you. No man, no woman can take it away. And God's rejection is for your protection. God's delay is because he got new plays. Okay, so remember that nothing ever gets taken away from you without being replaced with bigger and better. God says, let go and let me go, and I'm gonna keep revealing to you, and I'm gonna keep removing, and I need you to keep that armor on. You are protected. Okay, so we know that in this divine destiny you are protected. It may form, but it won't prosper. Okay, so I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Energy's energy. If it resonates. Remember, you're in your Emperor energy. Underneath is the star card. You are exactly where you need to be. You have everything that you need. Okay, don't let anyone deter you from your dreams, from your visions, from anything that you want in life. You can accomplish it all, and they're only there to deter you because they see the potential that they don't want you to see. They know it's there. They see you. They see you shining. They see everything that they don't want you to see. So instead of supporting you, uplifting you, and being what they need to be, they just hope that you don't. So I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Hey, dreams come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a situation. And the number 17 is really significant. 1 + 7 is 8. I love you guys, Sunshine Goddess crew. Happy Sundays. Happy new moon. Happy December 1st. I love you guys. Keep your head up in your heart close, God. And I'll catch you guys on my midday mix or my next read. Whatever comes first. Mwah.